Today I'm going to talk about my favorite. It's Canon 6D. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all the subscribers I have. You guys motivate me and you deserve more content, more often, better content. So I'm going to keep working hard to make sure I can produce that for you. So thank you again. You guys motivate me. I'm looking forward to the future with you. Alright, let's walk through the Canon 6D. So here we have the Canon 6D. If you recall, this is the camera that I said I was recording on last time, and at the moment I'm using the Canon 7D to record this video. So feel free to look at the differences and see which one you think is better. One of the main reasons why I love this camera is actually because of the full frame that comes with it. The Canon 7D is only the APS-C or 3:2 one, so I get a lot more viewing angle through this camera. Also, it only takes dedicated EF lenses. That's symbolized by the red circle up here, which is okay because most of my lenses are EF mounts anyways. And let's say in the future if I do want to keep my lenses but go back to a APS-C camera, then I can just get an adapter and use my lenses continually. Now when you do use an adapter, you want to be careful because you might lose some functionality or even lose focusing speed. Some of the same features that this camera has is the depth of field viewer. It has the, I forgot to mention this last time, but you've got the remote control sensor here, then you've got the timer light here. Some of the other features that it also shares is the hot shoe mount, the quick release, similar layout with the top portion of the camera. One difference in the wheel is that it actually has a locking button to it, so you have to press down and then you can rotate and choose your settings. As you can see, we have a lot fewer buttons around here. So just because there's a few options up on the back does not mean there's anything missing. A lot of it is actually in the menu itself. Some things of notice is that the Q, zoom, play, and delete button have moved from about around and on the side towards the middle. You can notice that there's no toggle, it's actually just arrows. Also, there is no built-in flash. You can see there's no button for it, there's no line. So you have to use an external flash if you would like to take lighted photos. This one just takes a microphone, some AV cable, a trigger button, and an HDMI. Battery is actually the same one that the 7D uses, and it's actually an SD card rather than a compact flash, which I prefer the SDs. They're just easier to transport. There's no pins to worry about bending. So there we have it, the Canon 6D in all its glory. Some of the technical features that are different than the Canon 7D is that it is actually 20 megapixels versus the Canon 7D, which is only 18. The ISO on this one is actually expandable to 102,400, while the Canon 7D only has a measly 12,800. It also has GPS and wireless capabilities. Now, some of the downsides of this Canon 6D is actually that it has a shorter lifespan than the 7D. It has a camera life of 100,000 shutters, while the 7D is actually at 150,000 shutters. Not only that, but you can shoot high speed on the Canon 6D at 4.5 frames per second, while the Canon 7D is actually almost twice as fast with 8 frames per second. The 6D is lighter, better battery performance, but you can get a full teardown of the pros and cons and comparisons at the link provided in the description. Mirrorless cameras are all the rage now, so do you think I should do a review and compare maybe the 6D to one of those? Regardless of what I discuss next time, thank you again for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.